Hello, and welcome to the February edition of the Hoffman Private Wealth Group podcast. I'm Todd Hoffman, Certified Portfolio Manager and CFP, and I'm the founder and Managing Director of the Hoffman Private Wealth Group at Stewart Partners. Thank you for joining us.
It's great to be back. Todd, how was your January?
It's been a productive month. The markets have been good, at least up to the last couple of days, and we're off to a pretty good start this year. How are you settling in so far this year?
Good. Busy, but good. I've been meeting with a lot of clients, and it's always a pleasure to catch up with people. I see that your calendar is also jam-packed.
Yes, it has been. I feel the same way. I like coming to work when I have a calendar full of people. We have had a lot of interesting meetings this year, and we've had a lot of referrals, which is always a pleasure. On top of that, the markets have been keeping me very busy. January has required even more research than usual, resulting in a lot of long days. It seems like it's gone by in just a blink.
Last quarter, we discussed volatility. Have the markets stabilized in January?
Not entirely. While the month has been positive overall, we've experienced several volatile 2 and 3 day periods. The markets are currently super sensitive, even to minor news. I'll go through a few key developments for investors so far this year. The Federal Reserve has held interest rates steady in January, and according to facts, keeping the target range at about 3.5 to 3.75%. During the Fed announcement, Chairman Jerome Powell also described the economy as solid, with inflation easing, but still above the 2% target, and with the job market which is stabilizing. Also, the U.S. indices have been mixed, but the S&P 500 briefly broke 7,000, even with the tech leadership under pressure. And this was while several companies have reported profit beats. According to The Guardian, gold and other commodities remained elevated, and gold recently reached record levels before pulling back around the dollar volatility. And according to AP News, mortgage rates have moved a little higher, but they remain near multi-year lows at around 6.1% in the 30, which is a level which is supportive for housing. We're still in the middle of the first quarter earnings reports, which will go on for most of the next month, and expected they have been very solidly higher for the majority of companies, according to FactSet.
Now, how are bonds and fixed income? How have they been performing so far this year?
Fixed income has remained attractive, according to the Wall Street Journal, and yields are above long-term averages, and credit conditions remain healthy. Municipal bonds have also picked up a little, regaining strength after last year's heavy issuance, which weighed on valuations. The recent Fed pause has supported locking in interest rates before potential rate cuts later in 2026. And this aligns with our approach of utilizing fixed income to support income during periods of equity volatility. And this is to avoid selling stocks at lower prices.
So, in summary, fundamentals remain supportive and the policy environment is accommodative. So, earning reports are constructive.
Yeah, I believe that's a good summary.
Now, last quarter, you also mentioned you were seeing strength in the international markets. Is that still the case?
Yes. FactSet says that international markets, including the emerging markets, have performed comparably to the U.S. equity markets and continue to benefit from the ongoing dollar weakness. We're also added to our international holdings during January.
Now, I saw in the news that President Trump had announced his support for an incoming Fed chair. Is that positive for the markets?
Yes, this morning President Trump announced on Truth Social that Kevin Warsh is the nominee, which is going to succeed Jerome Powell as the Federal Reserve Chair in May. Warsh has a lot of experience and has a strong reputation. He served as the Federal Reserve Governor from 2006 to 2011. He's a Morgan Stanley alumni, and he currently is a fellow at the Hoover Institute. And according to NBC News, Warsh has been critical of how cautious the Fed has been easing, which I'm sure is music to Trump's ears. Warsh will now face the Senate confirmation hearings, which are expected to focus on Fed independence and his ability to resist political pressure from the White House. I believe with Trump behind him, it's likely he'll get approved.
I also read that the U.S. has deployed the USS Abraham Lincoln Carrier Strike Group and several guided missile destroyers to the Middle East region near Iran. Officials describe the move as promoting regional security and stability. Has this affected the markets?
I don't think it helps the markets, but I can't say that it has caused any panic yet. My concern is Iran military leaders continue to warn that they're going to deliver a crushing response to any U.S. attack. Tehran has signaled that the U.S. bases, regional infrastructure, and shipping could become targets if a conflict begins. Additionally, CNN reports that Iran says it will respond by attacking Tel Aviv and Israel. This could cause Israel to escalate preemptively, attacking Iran, and I'll be monitoring this situation very closely.
Perhaps you can lighten the mood a little bit. Do you have any jokes for us?
Just one today.
Okay, let's hear it.
So, three golf clubs walk into a bar. The putter orders a beer, the iron orders a whiskey, and the third golf club says, "Nothing for me, I'm the driver."
Cute. Do you have any closing arguments?
As we move through 2026, our focus remains positioning portfolios for long-term growth, generating income, managing risk, and tax efficiency. If you know anyone who might benefit from our guidance, we'd appreciate an introduction. And setting up a quick conference call or a joint introductory email with phone numbers works well, and we'll take it from there. Thank you for listening to the February Hoffman Private Wealth Group podcast. We appreciate your trust, and we wish you a healthy, successful, and prosperous month ahead.
Thank you for tuning into the Hoffman Private Wealth Group podcast. Please share this episode with someone you care about.